Okay, team. So today, as of before, I said that today we'll be going to discuss about the main tools like MS Visio, Balsamiq, and Azure, and why we need to use, like why this BS use this mostly, and how it is helpful for us. Okay, and each and everything, and I will make you understand how to use it also. So practically, like we'll be going to open the tool and we'll be going to discuss about each and everything. So first of all, before that, I want to tell about BA. So who is BA? Okay, so most of the people, I think you know about this BA. BA means business analyst, right? So the business analyst, who is business analyst? So business analyst will be a bridge between the client and the organization technical team. Okay, so he will be going to solving the problems, okay, and finding out the solutions of the business requirements given by the clients. Okay, so his responsibilities are like he need to take the requirements from the client. Okay, so for example, here the client will be going to give the requirements, right? And BA will be going to take that requirements and he will be going to find out the solution. Okay, so he will be going to understand first of all about what client required. So for example, if we want to develop any software, okay, so at that moment, client will be going to discuss about his product to the BA. So BA will be going to understand what exactly client require, and he will be going to find out the solution for it, and he will be making understand to the technical team, organization, technical team. Okay. So here what happens? So every time he will be going to take the requirements from the client and he will be finding out the solution and making them like technical team understand in a easier way, right? And what this technical team will be going to do? So again, this technical team, they will be going to do that product, and BA will be going to deliver the same product to the client, and the users will be going to use it, right? So this is what happens in the software development, or else any product development, application development, each and everything. So the BA is the one who will be going to do all such kind of things to make the project or product or application successfully. Okay, so here what happens? So what kind of things, what kind of activities a BA will be going to do means, first of all, he will be going to gather the requirements. Okay, so gathering requirements. The first thing he will be going to do, gathering requirements by using some illustration techniques. Okay, so he will be going to conduct some meetings to the stakeholder, and like stakeholders means who are involved in the project. Okay, so these people will be going to like give some feedback and give some suggestions, like give their ideas to develop the product or else application, right? So he will be gathering the requirements and then he will be going to analyze those requirements, analyzing the requirements. Okay, so analysis means nothing but he will be going to analyze whatever the requirements he had gathered. Okay, and he will be going to prepare some documents like BRD, BCD, and FRS, FRD, SRS. So like this, so functional requirements and like business requirement document, functional requirement, software requirement, solution document. So like that, he will be going to prepare the documents. So why he will be going to prepare these documents means, so these documents will be going to helpful for the tech team. Okay, so the technical team is the developers, testers. So they will be going to understand about the product, what they need to develop. Okay, so the like documents like BRD, SRS, okay, and FRS, FRD. So these kind of documents, it helps to the tech team. So how it helps means, so in detail, BA will be going to draft these documents, like he will prepare these documents to make understand to the technical team. So by looking into the document, the technical team will be going to understand what they need to develop. Okay. So for example, business requirement document is there here. Each and every business requirement he will be going to mention, and about the organization and about the client, what they have mentioned. And for SRS, he will be going to like like do this document for functional requirement specification. So he will be going to write this document, prepare this document. So about each and every functional requirement, it will be going to be mentioned in detail. So that makes understand to the technical team what they need to develop. Okay. So like until here, there is no problem. Like whatever the requirements he gathered, he will be going to analyze it, and he will be going to prepare the documents, and then he will be going to give this documents to the technical team. So where is the problem happening means, so every time the developer will be not going for the document and reading out the document, so it is waste of time actually. And in few cases, some developers, they don't understand what they need to do, right? So at that moment, the BA, he will be going to do modeling the requirements. So modeling the requirements means it is a basic visual representation. Okay, it is a visual representation of the requirements. Okay, so it is a visual representation of requirements. Okay, so what is mean by this visual representation means, for example, here you can see this screen, right? So like you are looking into my screen, and here you can't like do anything like with my screen. So I can do whatever I want. So I can change the tabs, I can add the tabs, I can add the bold or not. So each and everything I can do here, right? So like that visually, like what kind of color, like here there should be an icon, here this text should be there, and here there will be an share option. So like this, each and everything he need to make understand, he need to create like this an image, and he need to make understand to the technical team, like developers. So developers, by looking into this, so exactly how it looks like. For example, you are seeing in the screen this whatever the document which I'm sharing, like for example, this docs, Google Docs. So exactly, if you see the screen, so each and everything, every feature, so it, how it looks like, you need to develop. For example, if you are a developer, right? So here what happens, so when we are visually representing to the development team that they need to develop all these kind of things, so he will be going to understand in a easier way, and he will develop. Like for example, he need to use this blue color only for the icon, and here he need to use this color only, right? And here there should be an icon, document icon, and like this zoom. So like that, he will be going to understand in an easier way. So in this modeling requirements, we have some options. Okay, by using UML. Okay, or else we can create some wireframes, or else mockups, or else prototype. Okay, so for each and everything, there will be a specific unique style. For example, UML. So UML means Unified Modeling Language. We will be going to draw some diagrams to make understand to the developers, like what kind of connections, like how he need to develop an application. Okay. So we will be going to discuss each and everything. What is this modeling the requirements, and how we can use this wireframe mockup, so where we need to use, and all the things I will be explaining. So we will be going to start with UML. Okay, UML is Unified Modeling Language. Okay, so UML means Unified Modeling Language, which is a visual representation of the requirements to make understand to the technical team in the organization. Okay, so it's like not only like it is not only used by the BA, but it is also used by other people also, like developers also use some UML diagrams. So there are these UML diagrams classified into two types. Okay, so one is static diagrams. Okay, so we are having in this static 5 diagrams. Okay, so the first one is use case diagram, and next one is class activity diagram, and next one is component diagram, state chart, component state chart diagram. Okay, and the next one is package collection, sorry, package collaboration, and next one deployment. Okay, so these are the static diagrams, and the other one is second one is dynamic. In this we are having 4 type of diagrams: sequence, activity, state chart, and collaboration. Okay, so here these many 9 like diagrams are there in UML, like these many types are there, like 9 diagrams are there totally. We are having 9 diagrams. So 5 are static and 4 diagrams are dynamic. Okay, so as a BA we will be not going to use all of this, so we use only 2 types to draw. One is use case diagram. Okay, so one is use case diagram we will be going to draw, and the other one is activity diagram. Okay, so one is use case diagram and the other one will be activity diagram. So this 2 diagrams BA will be going to draw to make understand to the technical team. Okay, so here we'll be going to discuss about this use case activity. Okay, first use case diagram, it is visual representation visual representation of how the user or actor is interacting with the system. Okay, so it is a visual representation of how the user or actor is interacting with the system. For example, so you might be get confused about use case diagram, like what is this, how the actor is interacting and all these things. So here in a simple way I will be going to give an example for you. So you all are logging into the COEPD portal, right? Or else you all are logging into the Instagram every day. So like every time you will be going to use that Instagram, but when you are like using it, so how you are interacting with the system. For example, you will be going to get the username and the password. So when you enter the username and password, then you will be like looking into the visual representation, like you will be going to, for example, okay, so login is there. So for login, what kind of activities you will be going to do? First of all, you will enter the username, right, for Instagram, and then password. So you will be going to do this attempt, like because you know your username and the password. But so it should be verified, right? So who will be going to verify it? So the databases will be going to verify this, like DB admin will be going to there. So when you are registering into the Instagram, so he will be going to store your data into the DB, and when you want to logging in, so he will be going to mention in the login database. And when you want to logging into that Instagram, so when you enter the username and password correctly, then you can logging into easily to the Instagram. Okay, so here you you are the actor. Okay, so you are the actor who is interacting with the system. For example, here I am the actor. Okay, for example, here I am opening this COEPD. Okay, so here I will be going to get my username, ID, and password. So I will be going to use this username and password, and I will be going to log in. Okay, so after logging, I can do whatever the activities I need. Okay, so these kind of things we need to make understand to the technical team, like how user can use my application. Okay, so how the actor will be going to use that application, and the some more actors will be going to support to the main actor. Okay, so here there will be like it is like a movie, you think. So the main lead will be going to be a actor, and the other people also actors only, but there will be a main lead. The he is the primary one who will be going to like fight with the villains and all those things, right? But supporting actors will be going to support to the hero to complete his task, right? So like that here also, so there will be a task which a main actor, the primary actor, he need to initiate. The primary actor, who is the primary actor? You are the primary actor. Like here I am the primary actor who can do whatever the activities I need. I can use this all session links, and I can attend for this session. So like that I can do whatever it is. But in the back end, so when I want to attend, I need to get the Zoom ID and password. Who will be going to take responsible? The supporting actor will be going to take responsible, that he need to mention that Zoom meeting ID and password in the database, right? So like this, so there will be actors, and primary actor in the and the secondary actor will be going to there. Okay, so like that we will be going to visually represent to the technical team about how this user should interact with the system. Okay, so now we will be going to discuss about the components. What are the components we use in the use case diagram? Okay, so the first one is actors. So actors are primary actor and secondary actor. So now I will be going to ask you, okay, fun question. So who will be going to be the primary actor and who will be going to be the secondary actor? Anyone from your end? Yeah, people. Okay. See, uh, first of all, I will tell all the components. Yeah. Yeah. First of all, I will tell all the components, and I will be going to ask you this question. So it will be easy for you. Okay. So in this actors, there will be primary actor. Okay. And the secondary actor. Okay. The primary actor, he will be going to initiate the task. For example, now here I am initiating this task. So I will be going to become a primary actor, and supporting actor who will be going to support to complete the task. Okay. And is known as secondary actor. And the other component we use is use cases. Okay. So in this use cases also, we are having two types. One is essential use case, and the other one is supporting use case. Essential and supporting use cases. So essential use case is the main task. Okay, essential means the main task. Okay, and supporting means it supports to main task. For example, here I can give the example. So login is there. Here we have discussed about login, right? So this login is the main task. Okay. And for logging into that application, this both will be going to be support. Okay. This is support task, like supporting use cases. So this login will be main task, and this username and the password will be going to be support to complete the task. And who will be going to initiate the task? The primary actor will be going to initiate the task. Okay. And the next thing is relationships. Relations. So here in the relations, okay, we are having three types of relations. Okay. Include, extend, and generalization. Okay. So now I am giving one task before explaining the relationship. Okay. Relations. So now register is there, right? So for registration, okay, I want to register to, Swiggy. Okay. So name, I need to fill name, email, mobile number, okay, and my date of birth. Okay. So here you can see, right? I want to register to Swiggy. I need to fill name, email, mobile number, date of birth. So who will be going to be primary actor? Who will be going to be secondary actor? And what is the use cases, like types? What is the essential use case and what will be the supporting use cases? So text me as soon as possible. See, listen to the question properly. I want to register to Swiggy. I need to fill name, email, mobile number, and DOB, date of birth. So who will be the primary actor and who will be secondary actor, and what are the essential use cases and what will be going to be supporting use cases? So tell me in this. Yeah, yeah, Boolan. So Boolan is like I got a text from him. So he mentioned clearly about that customer will be going to be primary actor, database will be going to be secondary actor, registration will be essential use case, and name, email, mobile number, DOB supporting use case. Yeah, very good, Bulan. And Ruchi. So registration is the main and use case, and I will be primary actor. Yes, Ruchita. Yes, Ruchi. Swiggy app is the first actor, and the name, email, mobile number. Okay. See, Preeti, okay, you in your overview it is okay, but here we are discussing about use case diagram. Yeah, Sangeeta, primary client, secondary operator, essential use cases. Yeah, Sangeeta is also done very well. And thank you guys. Thank you for responding as quick as. Yeah. So here the registration will be going to be the main task, right? And the other will be going to be supporting task, and I will be going to be the primary actor, and DB admin will be the secondary actor who will support to me to complete the task. Okay. So let's get into the relationship. So for what purpose we will use this relationship means, for example, in this, we will be going to look into this registration only. Okay. So the Swiggy application, we can register to the Swiggy application by entering name, email, and mobile number and date of birth, right? So here I want to create the same application as like Swiggy, but for the user, I want to mention that name, email, and mobile number should be definitely he need to enter. Okay, he need to enter all these details, right? He need to enter all these details. Okay, but I'm telling him to skip. If you want to skip date of birth, you can skip. So I'm mentioning that if you want to skip the date of birth, you can skip it. But you need to enter all these details, definitely. Like name, email, mobile number. So here, when we are drawing the use cases, okay, when we are drawing the use cases, we need to give the relationship to the main task, essential use case, and the supporting use case. So for giving the relationship for the essential use case and supporting use case, we use this include, extend, and generalization. So when it comes to this, okay, name and email will be going to be include. Include means it is mandatory one. Okay, so include means mandatory. Extend means it is not a mandatory, not a mandatory. And generalization will be optional. Okay, so generalization I will be going to explain when we are drawing in the diagram. Okay, or else like before also I will be explained now. So here let's get into the relationship. So now here you can see. So these all are I am telling them to enter like all these details definitely like you need to enter. So this all the essential use cases we can give essential and supporting use cases we can give include relationship, and when it comes to DOB we can give the extend. Why? Because I'm telling them to skip this. So you can give your date of birth or not. That's your wish. Okay. So the other component is system boundary. So this system boundary, it will be going to be differentiate the actors and the system. Okay. So when we are drawing this diagram, I will be going to discuss in detail about this. Okay. So system boundary differentiate the actors and the system. So now let's discuss about the generalization also. So generalization, when we will be going to use this generalization means when it comes to, so in the same Swiggy only. So when you want to order any food, so you need to pay the bill, right? So for example, if you want to order a food around 550 or 560 rupees, so at that moment you need to pay the bill. So when you want to pay the bill, Swiggy gave you options. So what kind of options can you describe that options in the chat box? Yeah, UPI card, yeah, net banking, yes. So I got so many options I got. Yeah. So here they gave us UPI cards. In that cards also they differentiate debit or else like credit, right? And next one is net banking also is there. Okay. And the other one is cash, or else we can say it as cash on delivery, right? So these are the options they have given for us, right? So in this UPI also they have described many options like Amazon Pay is there. The other option is like Phone Pay, Google Pay. Okay. So there are different kind of options they are giving. So let's talk about only the payment. So here I am considering this payment. Okay. I'm considering this payment is the main task. and all these are, so this is essential use case. Okay, so this will be essential use case, and all these are supporting use case, right? So based on like till now whatever we discuss, so it comes like this only, right? So this is payment is essential use case, and all these are supporting use cases. So here, what kind of relationship we can give means we can give generalization, because we are giving the options to them. The payment should be done definitely, then only you can get the order, right? And all these options, they are like we are giving to the customers, right? So this is what about the generalization. When we are giving an optional thing to the user, so at that moment we can use the generalization. For example, so when it comes to in the COEPD only, you will be going to write 26 online exams. So each and every one, they need to write 26 online exams. So what the criteria we are fixing is you need to write the exams, or else you need to complete the exams with 85 percentage, right? So there are 26 exams. We are not mentioning that you need to write first, you need to start with the first exam only. So we are telling to write, we are giving option to you. So you can start with 26th exam, or else you can start with 10th, like 10th exam. Okay. So like exam number 10, right? So in that you can choose whatever it is, but you need to complete that exam with 85 percentage. That is what the criteria. So here also we are telling them that payment is there. So if you want to move forward for the next step, you need to complete that payment. So in that we will be going to look into these options, whatever the options are there. We will be going to give this option, and they are looking into the option, and they can choose one option and complete the payment, then they can get the order to their home. So here also, when it comes to 26 online exams, so here also you need to complete all the 26 online exams, then only you can move forward for the capstone projects. So the criteria is like you need to complete the exam, whatever the exam you want you can write, but you need to complete that exam with 85 percentage, right? So here also we are doing the same. And now I will be going to give one task for you. So here login will be essential use case, and for this username and password, and the other one is forget password. So here this will be essential use case, and these all are supporting use case, right? So I want to give some relationship. So can you describe the relationship for this essential and supporting use cases? Yeah, anyone from you? Yeah, yes, Pandana. Yes, Mitra. Username password is include. Yes. Forgot password is extend. Yes, Pandana. Yeah, forgot password is not a generalization. Like we are telling that it is a not mandatory one. Generalization means you need to use among this compulsory. But here we are telling them to not to use. It is not a mandatory. If you want, then only you can use. But here you you can't complete by choosing one among this, right? Okay. Essential, Preeti, Bhavna. Okay. So thank you so much for responding. Only few people are responding, the other people are not responding. Like only 6 to 7 people. Like other people, are you getting, are you understanding? If you are having any doubts, you can ask. Okay. So be active and respond. So then only you can get the doubts, and you can ask, you can get the knowledge about this, and you can draw it in a easier way. Okay. So this is what about the use case diagram, and these are the components we will be going to use. actors, use cases, relationship, and system boundary. So when it comes to, yeah, extend means it is not a mandatory one. Okay, here we can say that forgot password he can use or not. But when it comes to payments, definitely you need to choose a one among this. Okay, so definitely if he need to complete the task, he need to choose one among this. Like if we want to go for the next one. Okay, so the next one is activity diagram. So this activity diagram is also a visual representation, but here in this we represent about how the system will work and how it flows. For example, so how the system works and how the system flows in the system perspective. We'll be going to draw this activity diagram. So here I will in a simple way I will be going to tell you so the step by step process how the system flows. For example, so after login you can go for the home page, and in the home page you can see whatever the products are there. You can select the products like that. We will be going to show for each and everything. So for that we use components like start node, end node, and next one is like start node, end node, and fork and join, branch and merge, okay, and decision box. Okay, so these all are the components we use. Like fork and join means, so when it comes to fork, you all people know about the fork, right? So the fork will be going to be have with similar sticks, right? So the fork spoon, you know, right? Like in the spoons, the fork is one of the type of that spoon. So when we want to pluck any fruit or else anything, when this fork will be going to be used means for eating the Maggie or noodles, or else we can say for plucking, like for eating the fruits also we use this fork. So for that fork, you can see all the three lines will be going to be in the same height, right? So when you want to pluck any fruit, so the three things like three stakes will be going for like going into that fruit parallelly. Okay, so here also when the system will be going to do the parallel task, then we will be going to use this fork and join. Okay, so now I think so it will be not understandable for you. When we are going into the practical, it will be going to understand in a easier way. So let's go for the practical one. Okay, so I'm using the MS Visio. So this is MS Visio. You will be going to install this MS Visio. Okay, so you need to book the slot for a tools installation. So you need to click on this UML. Okay, so these are all the diagrams you can use or else draw by using MS Visio. So here you can see the activity and this is the use case. So first we will discuss about the use case, and now I will be going to increase this zoom. So here this is what the system boundary you will be going to use. So it differentiate the system and the actors. And here you can see the actor. So he is the one will be going to be the actor. The primary actor will be going to be decided in the left side, and the secondary actor will be going to be in the right side. Okay, so this actor will be going to initiate the task. So actors will be going to be outside of the system boundary, and the use cases will be inside the system boundary. So that will be main task, and all these three will be like supporting task to the main task. And here we can show the relationship by using this extend. So extend will be going to be upwards. see, like the primary actor will be going to be left side only. The secondary actor will be going to be right side. Okay. Yeah. So here the extend will be going to be, so here the extend will be going to be upwards. The direction will be going to be upwards. And here you can see the use case, like there will be no include, like the component called like include. So here in the place of include, we can use this uses. So this will be going to be downwards. Okay, so the arrow should be downwards when we are using the uses like include one, and when it comes to extend it, if it is not a mandatory, it should be upwards. And when it comes to generalization, we will be going to use like here itself. So I will tell when it comes to generalization, and here you can use the communication line for giving the relationship for actor and the main task. So the actor will be going to be initiate the task, and the supporting actor will be going to support to the main task. Okay. So like this, we need to show our r- application. Okay. So for example, we will be going to pick one name from here. So here we will be going to pick the name Ruchi. Okay. So Ruchi, she want to like build an application like Swiggy only, food application only. Okay. So here I will be going to name. So how you can name this application means here when you double click on this. Okay. So you can change the system name as Ruchi app. Okay. So this Ruchi app will be going to be our application name. So here, what kind of things we can give for the customers means first customer need to register to that Ruchi app, and then he can log into that, and the home page will be going to display to him, and he can buy the products, like he can order the food. Okay, so this is what the process. So here, to make understand to the development team, so we will be going to draw the diagram. So here I am using this as when you double click on it. Okay, so when you double click on this, you will be going to, you can rename this. So I am going to rename as register. Okay, so this is register. Okay, so for registration, what kind of use cases can I give? Yeah, from your end. Yeah, Ruchita, you only tell about this. Ruch, because this is your application, right? Yeah. So some Preeti from your end. Name, email, mobile number. Yeah. Name, email. Yeah. I got mobile number. Yeah, Ruchi, are you there? Okay. So the other one will be going to mention it as, yeah, DOB. Yeah, you are not responding. That's the reason I asked you. So this DOB is like extend. We are giving an optional to them. And the other one, the email, name, email, mobile number, DOB, and we can add the password also. Okay, so I'm adding the password here. So here this will be a password and this will be also the include. And DOB, we are giving an option to them. So they can give the DOB or else they can't, like their wish. Okay. So here the primary actor will be going to be the customer, right? So the customer will be going to be primary actor, the user, right? And the secondary actor will be DB admin. Okay. So the DB admin will be the secondary actor here. If the customer want to register, so he will be going to enter all these details and the DB admin will be supporting to the customer for registration process. So once he have registered, the all the details will be going to be filled in the databases. So the DB admin will be going to take in charge. So the primary actor will be going to be a person and the secondary actor will be going to be a person or else a system. Okay. And the next thing is like login. So for login also, what kind of things we can give is username, password, and forgot password. So for this, already we discussed that username and password will be going to be include and forgot password will be extend, right? So here I will be going to give the relationship as users and this will be forgot password will be the extend, right? So now after logging into the application, so what they will be going to do means, so they will be going to hit to the product catalog page. Okay. Like food catalog. Okay. So what is mean by this food catalog means each and every food item will be going to be displayed to them. Okay. So here the food catalog, here we will be going to give options to them like they can search or else they can filter. Okay. They can see the food items like categories. They can search or else they can filter. So these three options we are giving to them. One is like filter. They can filter their food items like veg or non-veg, whatever it is. Yeah, double click on this. Double click. Okay. And the next one is search. They can search their food items and here they can categorize. So categorize means like biryanis, right? And ice creams, chocolates, or else like burgers, pizzas, whatever it is. Okay. So they can do this. So here I have some doubt. So what kind of things I can give, like what kind of relationship I can give for this? Can anyone from your end can answer to this? Yeah, guys. Okay. So I got so many answers like include, include generalization. But from Prasad, I got extend. Yeah, Prasad. This will be an extend. You are right. So why we are going with that extend means, so I will tell you. Okay. So I want to add another also, another use case. This will be add to cart. So they can add to the cart also. Okay. So why we are going with this means, see, I will tell you one thing. So first of all, I will give this as extend for all these things and we'll discuss on l- the next one. Okay. Yeah, Prasad, very good, Prasad. You got Yeah. So here after food catalog, he will be going to get these options and he will be going to choose one food and he can add to the cart, right? So I am giving the main task as add to cart. So nowadays in the food applications, they are giving two options like favorites and buy now, right? So they can add into the favorites one or else they can buy now itself. So this one, can you answer what kind of relationship can I give for this both? Yeah, Sangita generalize. No Sangita. Okay. Okay. So I got various answers, but from Spandana, I got correct answer that is extend. So here we can give extend for both the things. So now we'll discuss why we have given extend for all these things. Why means, see, I have logged in into this application. Okay. So for example, I am not a new user. Okay. So I am not a new user. I have logged into my this Ruchi's up app. Okay. So in this Ruchi app, I got that already. I have mentioned the favorites. Okay. So I am not a like new user to this. So I'm a regular user of this application. So I went to this favorites. Okay. So directly I went to the favorites after login. So there will be a favorites option, right? So I will be going to get into that favorite option and then directly I will purchase the whatever the favorite items I have placed like previously, right? Or else, so I am a new user, so I can use the food catalog. So I will be going to filter. First of all, I want to eat non-veg food only, so non-veg, and I will be going to categorize that chicken. Okay, only chicken items will be going to be come to me. And or else if I want to search for particular category, see Sangita, you are not getting my point actually. I am not a new user actually. See, this application is based on all users, right? So we will be not going to describe this application for the new user only. So like later on the new user will be going to be become like old user. So at that moment also you need to do the same process, mean he will be not going to do. So why he will be going for the search filter and all those things for getting his favorite one? So already he had added the favorite list. So directly he will go to that favorite list and he will buy the product, right? So so like that, we will be going to give, yeah, ordered food will be going to be extend only. This whatever the things are there, all the things will be going to be extend. Why? Because for every time he will be not going to search, or else he will be not going to be categorized, or else he will be not going to be filter, or else he will be not going to add to cart anything. Directly he will be going for the favorite one and he will be going to buy. Or else if he is a new user, he can filter or else he can search, but he need to do like categorize. Okay, whatever it is. But when it comes to buying any product, he will be going for the favorites or else he will be going for the buy now directly. So that's the reason we have mentioned all these options like extend. So it is not a mandatory that user need to hit all these things. Like hit means he need to select all these things. He need to do all these kind of activities, right? So for example, here when it comes to add to cart, so now he want to buy. Okay, so now he want to buy. What he will be going to do? He will be going to do the payment. So for payment at this moment, so we can use the generalization. So as of previously we discussed, there are three types of payments we are giving to the user, that is UPI and cards and then COD, cash on delivery. Okay, first of all, for using the generalization, I'm using this extend lines. Okay, so listen carefully, guys, about this generalization. So how to keep this as generalization means when you double click on this, so you will get the stereotype. So this stereotype, it should be placed as no text one. You need to select no text, like empty box. Here there will be an empty option. You can select that empty option. When you click on this OK, so it will be going to be a generalization. So you will think, so what is the difference? So you here you can see the text extend and here you can't see the text extend. So that is what the difference. Okay, so you need to change the stereotype. So that will be going to become a generalization because we don't have particularly the generalization thing like component here, but we need to use that component, right? So now after payment, what he will be going to do means he will be getting the order details. So based on the registration, so he will be going to get the order details to his mobile number and the email, right? So order details. This will be going to be email and for mobile number. So here, what kind of thing we can give? What kind of relationship we can give? Yeah, Sangita. Good. Include. Yeah, Bolan. Yes, Ranja Mitra. Very good. Anyone from your end? Bhavna. Yes, include. Yeah, I'm getting answers from only 5 to 6 members. We are having 40 members in this class. No response from the other people. So be active. Yeah, include. Include. Yes. Yes. So here we use include. Okay. So why include means for both the things, definitely the user will be going to get the order details, right? So here we'll be going to discuss about the actors. Okay. So for registration and login and food catalog and add to cart, this all will be going to be taken care of by DB admin. So I am giving like who will be going to initiate the task means the actor will be going to be initiate the task. So here this line makes disturbance to this email. So now I can use the right click on this and I can use the right angular connector. So it will be going to be displayed like this. Okay. So you can use right angular connector, okay, for these kind of things. So the relationship for the actor and the essential use case must be from the hand only. Okay. So you need to give the relationship through this hand. Okay. So how I am giving this in the same way you should also give for better visual representation. Okay. And the DB admin, he will be going to take care of this login, registration, and all those things. Okay. So I am giving the relationship for the actors and the secondary actor, as you can see. So for the payment, you might be get a doubt. So DB admin can be also a part, right? But for the payment, the actor will be going to be different actor. So why the different actor means? So when we are using UPI, so we will be going to, yeah, payment gateway, Sangeeta. Yes. Yes, Pandana. Yeah, payment gateway. Yes, exactly. So the payment gateway will be going to take care of the UPI transaction, net banking like credit card, debit card, all these things will be going to be taking care of the payment gateway. So that's the reason payment gateway will be going to be the secondary actor who will support to do this payment. Okay. And who will be going to initiate the task? The actor will be initiating the task. So let's drag one relationship to the payment. And here also in the same way for order details, who will be going to get the order details? Means the customer will get the order details. So I'm giving the relationship and this order details, the for order details, the other person will be going to be responsible. So other person means delivery head. So there will be a delivery head. So he will be going to be taking care of this deliveries. So he will be going to, like, delivery boys, we can say delivery boys, they will be going to responsible to give this order details. Like for example, if I ordered some food from restaurant, so that restaurant will be going to accept and they will be going to give to the delivery boy. So who will be going to update means restaurant people will be going to be updated all these things. So he will be going to named as delivery head. Okay. So the delivery head will be going to take care of this delivering the things. So here you can see for this Ruchi application, so the customer he can go for the registration. For registering to this application, definitely he need to enter his name, email, mobile number, password, right? And date of birth, it is not a mandatory thing. So he can go with date of birth, or else he, if he don't want to go with the date of birth, he can't go with the date of birth. He can skip it. So that's the reason we have given this as extend. And when it comes to login, so customer can log in, but he need to mandatory, like he need to use his username and password. So then only he can log into that. And forgot password is an optional. If he forgot that password, then only he can use that forgot password. And DB admin will be going to take care of this login. And food catalog. So in this food catalog, we are giving the user that he can filter, or else he can search, he can categorize, or else he can add to the cart. And when it comes to add to cart, he will be going to get his favorite food, or else directly he can buy that. And after that, add to cart, he will be going forward for the next step that he need to do the payment. So once he have done the payment by choosing one option among these three, he will be going to get the order details. And for the payment gateway will be going to take care of. And for order details, the delivery head will be going to be take care of. So this is how we will be going to represent the use case diagram to the developers. So by looking into this, he will be going to get understand about, okay, so he will be going to understand about that, okay, user can register, login, and they can search for this, or else they can filter, or else directly they can go for the favorite one like that. Okay, so DB admin will be going to take care, like DB admin should store all the details of the user, or else like customer. So when he are registered like that, so this use case diagram will be going to be helpful for them. Okay, so this is how the use case diagram will be going to be drawn. And now let's go with the activity diagram. Okay, So now we'll be going for the activity diagram. So in this, so I'm zooming the page. So what are the components we use means the initial state. This is the start node and the action state. Okay. So here what kind of action we are going with and the control flows for connecting both the things. Okay. And next thing is fork and fork. This is fork. Okay. And this one is join. We can use this join and decision box. It is in a rhombus shape and this will be final state. Okay, so these kind of components we use for drawing the activity diagram. Okay, so here you may get doubt, we did not discuss about branch and merge. So this branch and merge also we will be going to use this decision box only, this rhombus shape only, but there is a difference, so I will be going to tell the difference also. Okay, so for now I will be going to take few examples, like I will be going to show how to use the decision box, how the normal flow will be going to be, and how you can use the branch and merge, how you can use the fork engine. I will be going to show you the four kind of different kind of diagrams for you. Okay, so here first I will be going with the registration. Okay, so for registration the user should enter his details like name, right? And the next one is email. And next one will be going to be mobile number. And then password. Okay. So it's like a step-by-step process. Name. And this will be going to be an email. And this will be going to be password. And here, this will be mobile number. Okay. So I need to show the flow. So you need to enter name. So I'm using the flow, control flows to show the relationship and the password. Then he need to enter the mobile number. Once he have done, so it will be going to be end with the final state. Okay, so this is for registration. So this is a normal flow. Okay, this is a basic flow we will be going to show for the registration. So here registration name, email, password and mobile number he need to enter. So the system should take for registration name, email, password and mobile number, and it will be going to be ended. Okay, so now the next flow will be going to show about the login. So here we use, yeah, actually it is like optional, right? So you can include here itself DOB. Directly you can include here itself as DOB and end the state. Okay. So here if it is an optional to that for the user, but for the system it will be going to be taken. See, that is what in the system perspective we will be going to draw this activity diagram. Okay, so that is in the user perspective. When it comes to use case diagram, that is in the user perspective. We will be going to draw in the user perspective only. This is for the system perspective we are drawing. So we can, the data will be going to be stored, right? So we need to, definitely we need to enter, like we can give that flow. Okay, and then we can end it. And the next one is like I'm going with the login. Okay, so here I will be going to show how to use the decision box. Okay, so here this will be login. So for login, the user will enter a username and password. Okay, username and this will be comes under password. So here I will be going to use this decision box. Here you can see the decision box, right? I will use the decision box that first of all, let's go with the control flows. Okay. So this decision box. So here I'm giving, like, I want to tell that if the username and the password is incorrect. Okay. So the username and the password is correct, for example. So he need to log in successfully. Okay. So here login. Okay. So I'm mentioning that here he will be going to be login successful. Okay. Login success. And at last the final state will be going to be done. So if not, if the username and password are invalid, he need to redirect to the login page only. Okay. So for this, we can use the right angle connector and we can drag this. Okay. So if the flow you can see, if username and password, he would enter the username and password for login purpose. So what he need to do means he, if the username and the password is correct, then he will be going to successfully log into this and the state will be going to be ended, final state. If not, he will be going to redirect to the login page. So here you can see the arrows, how it is coming and how it is going to the login page, right? So here if we mention like this, the developer might be confused about this. So what we'll be going to do means when you double click on this, so you will be going to get this box and here you can see the guard. So here you need to give the guard condition. So click on this guard and here it is a body. So in this body, you can write that if the credentials are valid, okay, if it is valid, so here it displays as valid. If it is valid, then login successful. If not valid, here for this line, we will be going to use the guard condition invalid. Okay. So if it is invalid, it redirects to the login page. Like this, we use the decision box. Yes, actually, Pradeep, yeah, you need to do it for each and every functionality. So it will be easier for you to make understand to the developers how the system should flow. So actually these all are like traditional models. Okay. So when we are going with the waterfall model, we will be going to use this. So you need to know the basics, right? So that's the reason we will be going to teach this MS Visio. So it will be going to be helpful when you are going through the documents. So you might be create this use case diagrams or not in the future. Like it is not mandatory that you will be going to use. So we don't know. So if we are if you are referring to the system which is developed previously like 20 years back or 50 years 15 years back, so at that moment you need to understand, right, what kind of things are there in that. So that's the reason you need to know about this use case and activity diagrams, because previously BAs used to do this such kind of activities to make understand to the technical team. Okay. So the next thing is, so now I have done with this. So now we will be going to discuss about inserting the another page. And here we'll be going for another activity diagram. So here I will be going to show how to use the branch and merge. Okay. So there is a difference between the branch and merge and the decision box, but we use rhombus shape only. So for this, I will go with the payments. Okay. So for payments, we will be going to use the first of all, we will use the control flows. So for payments, here we use the decision box. So this will be considered as branch. Okay. So branch means we will be going to branch all the options. whatever the options we are giving to the customers, we will be going to branch them like this. Okay. So we will be going to branch like UPI. So we are giving an optional thing, right? So when we are giving any optional things to the user, then we can use this branch and merge. So we will be going to branch them and we will be going to merge at one place, because the user will choose one option among these three. So that's the reason we will be going to choose it. Okay. Next one is like cards, and this will be COD. Okay. So here I am using the control flows. So to show in a good way, you can use this right angular connectors. Okay. So for merge also, we use the same diamond shape box, like decision box, and we will be going to use this control flows. Okay. So in the same way, we can use the right angular connectors. Okay. And here, the final state will be going to be like payment done successfully and final statement. Okay. So here we can go with this option, or else we can go with other option. For example, if he choose an COD, then it will be going for the like payment done successfully, and he will be going to get the order details. Okay. And the next thing is I will be going to show another option also for you. So here I want to make this into decision box also, like decision. For example, if he chosen UPI or cards, okay, if the payment is done, okay, so he will be going to get the order details, payment done successfully. If the payment is fail, so he will be going for the redirect to the payment page. Okay. So like this we can show in this way also. Okay. So in this way we can show this. So here what we need to do, we need to use the guard condition. So if the payment is done, okay, payment failed. So use the guard condition. If it is failed, then it redirects to the payment page. So this action state would be, so once he have done the payment, he will be going to get the order details, and the final state will be going to be ended here. Okay. So like this, you can use branch and merge. Okay. So this is how the branch and merge will be going to be used. And next one, I will be going to show another example like fork and join. So for this fork and join, yeah, it was connected COD. See, that's the reason we are using the branch. So we are branching the options. So if we choose COD directly, it will be going with the order details. If not, if we chosen this both, so it will be going for the checking, like decision it will be going to be like if it is done, the order details will be going to be appeared, or else it will be going to redirect to the payment page. Like that, we will be going to describe. Okay. So here we will be going for the fork and join. In this fork and join also, I will be going to choose order details. So here in this order details, so two works are done parallelly. Like two works are done parallelly means, like for example, so when the payment is done, he will be going to get the order details, right? So this order details, how it will be going to come in two ways. What kind of two ways? One is SMS and the other one is email, right? So these two options are we have the two options we need to send. So here we need to choose the fork. Okay. So here the options will be going to be forked. Okay. So like this, the options will be going to be forked. So this will be email and this will be SMS. And it will be going to be joined at one place. Okay. And then he will be going to get the details. So sent successfully. And the final state will be going to be done here. So like this, we will be going to show the flows, the system flows, how it works. Okay. So people, if you have any doubts, you can ask to me. So we'll discuss on the doubts, or else if no doubts, we'll be going to take 5 minutes of break. So in this 5 minutes of break, you can ask your doubts, or else you can do whatever the activities you want, and you can come back after 5 minutes. So we'll be going to discuss on wireframes, prototypes, and mockups. Okay. Yeah, guys, please respond that. Are you understanding about this or not? Yeah, Spandana. So generalization is like inheritance only. For example, UPI is inherited from the payment. So it comes under inheritance only. But it in the technical terms. So you need to understand about it when you are using OOA, object oriented approach. Okay. So that is totally different concept. So here to make understand like how they are related, so we will be going to show all these examples for you. Okay. So it comes under that only. And Bhavana, where is join? Yeah, here you can see the join, right? So the join, the join will be going to be same, but here we are giving the option in this way. So how the join looks, exactly it looks like this only, right? So we will be going to use the fork and join. So Mitra, so what happened means here we are using the fork. Okay. So this is fork. Okay. So here the two things like two activities are done parallelly. So once the payment is done, so the order details will be going need to get to the customer. So he need to get for both the things, like for the email, like right, and for mobile number as an SMS. So this both the works are done parallelly. So we are using the fork. So why we are using this fork means, so all the works done parallelly, when all the works are done parallelly, that will be going to be considered as a fork in English word. So when it comes to fork, you know about the fork, I think so, the spoon. So where you will use this fork for eating that Maggie or else like noodles, right? So this mostly actually we are using for noodles, but actually that is not for noodles. It is used for plucking the foods and eat. Okay. Or else like plucking the veggies or else like fruits for those kind of things only we need to use that fork. But here we are using all the things. So when we are plucking any fruit, so the three sticks, okay, the three sticks are entering into that fruit parallelly at a time. So that's the reason they have considered that motion, like that kind of activity as fork. And here this both the activities are done parallelly, so it will be going to be fork, and all these three will be going to be join at one place, right? So it will be going to be joined at one place. That means like when it will enter to into that fruit, so it will be going to be join at all these three parallelly works. It will be going to be joined at one place, and it send like to the customer. Okay, so in that way we will be going to. So Ruchi, can you explain arrow position in use case for food category? Yeah. So when it comes to use case diagram, so here you can see the food food catalog. So there are like filter, search, categories, and add to cart. So this all the things will be going to be considered as extend. Okay, so why we are considering this as extend means, so when he entered into the login, for example, I am not a new user. For example, now also if you are opening the Swiggy or Zomato, so if you want to buy your favorite things, so directly you will go for the favorites, right? So will you go with the filter, search, categories, and all those things? No, right? So that's the reason we will be going to mention this an extend. But when it comes to payment, okay, so if you want to buy anything, so you need to do the payment. So the next step will be going to be payment. Either you can do this or this. Like you can go for the add to cart favorites one, or else you can go with this filter, search, and all those things. So if it comes to payment one, it will be going to be definitely you need to do this task. Then only you can get the order details. So for that reason, we are giving an options to them as like UPI cards and COD, and they will be going to choose one. But when it comes to these things, so it will be not going to be like mandatory they need to do it. So they can do it, or they might be do it, or they not might be do it. So that's the reason we have mentioned this an extent. Yeah. Okay. So let's go with so any more doubts from your end? If you don't have any doubts, please ping me that we will go for the next one. See guys, like only few people are responding to this. So other people, are you there? Are you listening to the session? Okay. Still I got 8 people only responding. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay. So here we discussed about UML, wireframes, mockup, and prototype. Now we have done with the UML. So let's go with the wireframe. Okay. Wireframe, mockup, and prototype. So wireframe. So wireframe, it is like a rough sketch. Okay. It is like rough sketch which is used to draw with pen or pencil of application UI, user interface. For example, now you can see this Google user interface, right? So it will be going to be like a rough sketch which is drawn by the BA, okay, when they are gathering the requirements from the client. For example, the client will be going to tell, so I need a box. In that box there should be like here the user need to get the search. So for that search he need to get the color like this, and next he need to get the refresh button here, and he need to get the button like next go back, like that. He need to get the file edit. So like this he will be going to give that requirements, right? So he will be going to listen to it, and he will be going to draw the rough sketch there. Okay, so that is called a wireframe. Okay, so it will be going to draw by using the pen or pencil. Okay, to understand, first of all BA need to understand about it, right? So he will be going to draw a rough sketch, okay, with pen or pencil, and then he will be going to create the mockups. So mockups will be creating by using Balsamiq by taking the help of UI UX people. Okay, so what is mean by mockup means it is advanced version of the wireframes where we add colors to it to make understand to the tech team. Okay, so we will be going to add some colors to it to make understand to the tech team that it is in a structural way. Okay, so it is in a structural way where we'll be going to make understand to the technical team. So for this we use Balsamiq. Okay, so this Balsamiq will be a tool where we need to use it and we will be going to draw or else create the mockups. Okay, and yeah, Figma is also like tool we can use it. Okay, Figma is also tool we can use, but mostly like nowadays they are using that Figma and all those things. But like when we are going with the traditional, we can use this Balsamiq and Azure because Figma is like not they like don't have that particular things what exactly when we are creating the mockups. So for the mockups, so the best thing is like Balsamiq. So Figma, it is mostly used for prototyping designs. So for prototyping, we are having so many things, but Azure will be going to be get number one place because it is like created by Adobe. Okay. So, and this Balsamiq, okay. So this Balsamiq is created by Peldi Gulzani. So this person, he is like a Adobe senior developer actually. So he developed this Balsamiq. So it is used for creating the mockup. Okay, sorry. Next, prototypes. So this prototypes, here we can say that this is like advanced level of the mockup where we show some validations, and next like high fidelity, tool, like we can show some advanced levels of features, like it will be going to be shown to the client when we are developing like when before the developing part. So it will be going to be shown to the client how the exactly the application looks like. Okay, so we can show some conditions and validations, conditions, validation and conditions, and a highly fidelity tool. So we here we can give some real time example, like real time example of the app or product which we are developing. So we can the client can feel like he is using a real application, but it is a dummy application. Okay, so for creating the prototype, we use Azure RP tool. Okay, so we use Azure RP tool. So this tool also we will be going to use it, and now we will be going to use the tools, and I will be going to show each and everything how it looks like. And one more thing, so when it comes to wireframe, okay, so you can use this Balsamiq for creating the wireframe, but there you should not go with the colors. That's it. Okay, so you can draw the wireframes by using this Balsamiq also, where you should not use any colors and you should not give any links like that. So I will be going to show it also. So now I will go with the Balsamiq first. So I will go with a new project. So here you can see this is for the canvas. So here you will be going to draw, and this is the pages where you will be going to create the pages. And here these are all the components you use. Okay. So here you can see all these, so many components are there, you can use it, and they have differentiated like assets and big buttons, commons, containers like that. Okay. So if you want to search for anything, you can search for anything here itself. Okay. So first of all, now we will pick one name from here. So one name who is very active. Yeah, Rohit. So we'll go with this Rohit. Okay. So here I want to create an application for Rohit. Okay. This is also we'll consider as a like food application, or else like we will go with e-commerce application, like we will go with like now you will be going to buy some products like pant shirts and trousers, like whatever the clothes. Okay. So here you can choose the browser, or else you can enter the browser like this, and when you click on this browser, so the browser will be going to get. Okay. So here I have chosen this browser. Okay. So this browser I will be going to name it as Rohit Emporium. Okay. /register.com. So this is register page. So this will be going to be Rohit Emporium register page, registration page. So here I will be going to rename this as registration page. Okay. So now, so I want to give some text input boxes to the users that they can give their username, password, and all those things like that. So for that, here you can see this text. So go to the text, and here you can find out text input. So you can use this text here. Okay. So before that, I will be going to give the subtitle as registration. So this is like register. Okay. So here this will be a register page, and if you want to add any color to this, so here you can see the background color, right? So you can add whatever the color you want. So anyone from your end, like what color I need to choose? Yeah, guys. Yeah, green, white. So let's go with this green. So here we have chosen the green, and here I will be going to mention this as, when you double click on this, you will be going to get the name. Like I'm choosing the, like giving the name. Okay. So then other text input boxes for registration, what we are giving means the other one is like email, right? And I'm choosing the other one, other text input box. This will be mobile number. Okay. And next one is password. Okay. And the next one is DOB. Okay. So here I am giving all these options, right? So if you want to add color for this text input boxes also, you can add color to this. Okay. So you need to choose this text input box, and you can add the background color. So whatever the background color you want, you can add. Okay. So for example, I want to add this blue color. So I can add this blue color in this way. Okay. So here, so I need to describe that DOB is not a mandatory one. Okay, so for that, here you can see like some text is there, right? So you can use the some text here like this, and here I am mentioning here mandatory. So I am mentioning that star mark is mandatory, and I am giving star mark for these things. Okay, so I will be going to give the same line above it. I will be going to give a star mark. So that means it is important. So here like this, or else I can mention this here. Okay, so I am giving star marks for password, mobile number, and email. Okay, so here I have mentioned that star mark is not a mandatory, so it should be displayed in the red color. So for displaying it in the red color, so when you double click on it, here you can see that, right? So you can mark it in the bold. Okay, and here you can see the color. So if I want to give the red color, it will be going to give the red color like this. Okay, and this star also, if you want to add the red color, you can add the red color. Okay, so like this you can describe each and everything. So here this page makes them understand in a easier way that, so okay, this is how we need to do it. Okay, so now what should I do? All the name, email I have, like the customer will be going to enter. Now he need to click the button called register. So there he will be going to register to that. So I'm giving register button. So for this button also I can choose some color. Okay, so here you can see background color. I'm choosing the red color for this. So he can click on that, and he can go for the next page. So what will be going to be the next page? Yeah, this will be going to be done by BA. That's the reason we are explaining here to you. Okay. S- If we have represented this to the UI UX people, so there they will be going to do it. Okay. So see, UI people don't know what they need to do. So if I tell you to do registration page, you will do on your own. So the client asked, for example, our client is Rohit. So Rohit told me that this registration page should be looks like this, like green color should be there, and they need to get this mark is star mark is mandatory. So he need to get all these things exactly how it is. So I gave to Prasad. Okay. So this Prasad, I have told that UI UX developer, he is one of the UI UX developer. So if I mention that you need to do a registration page, he will be going to choose white color, and he will be going to do all these things. So will this Rohit accept this? No, right? So that's the reason BA is there for doing all these things to make understand. So this prototype, like this, whatever the mockups we are creating, it will be going to helpful for future also. So how they have done, so it will be going to be easier to the UI UX people. Like previously, this is what the application. Okay. So the next page. So here you can duplicate this page. Okay, I'm duplicating this page, and I'm renaming this as login. So here for login, what is there means, so he will be going to enter like username, right? And password. So I am removing this. Okay. And I will be going to mention this as username and password. And I am removing this, all the star marks. And this one, I will be going to mention this as forget password. Okay. So this will be mentioned as login, and this page will be going to be login. Okay, so this is how the login page looks like. In a simple way we are giving, okay, this will be forgot password and this will be going to be a login button. See Sundar, like if registering means there is another one, create password and confirm password, it will be going to be, but we are giving this to the UI UX people, right? So when it comes to functional specification document, there you will be going to write in detail about this. First of all, like to mention all these things, like backend, they will be going to write the code accordingly. So he once the password confirmed, all those things will be going to be given. But it, in a simple way, now I am explaining how to create this. Okay. So you can duplicate the page. So here, when you right click on this, here you will get the duplicate option. You can duplicate the page. So now I have duplicated, right? So this will be considered as product catalog. Okay. So this is a product catalog, or else like products page also we can say it as. So now I am removing this, all the things. Okay. So here I want to add some images. So, okay, if you want to add some images of shirts, pants and all those things, you can add the images also. So here I am searching for image box. Okay, so this image, I will be going to select this image and double click on this. So you will redirect to your local disk and you can click whatever the saved images are there. For example, here I am using this image, so this shirt is there, so I am importing that shirt image. Okay, so I will be going to resize. Just give me a minute. Okay, okay, so I'm using this image like this. Okay, this is what the shade I am placing here. Okay, so like this you can place your images also. Okay, so I'm searching for another image. I can use the other image. So this will be considered as pints. Okay. So I don't have any images. So I'm just mentioning here like this. Okay. So how many shirts you want to buy? For example, if you want to buy the with the size, right? We are having so many size. So for that, here you can see the step num stepper. So you can use this num stepper for quality, sorry, quantity. Okay. So you can use the subtitle here. Okay, so this will be quantity. So how many shirts you want to buy, you can buy. And if you want to add any number, so I will be going to give that option to them, like whether he want to choose whatever he required. Like I will be going to give some com box. So this com box is nothing but he will be going to get the option of sizes. Okay, so like M, so we'll start with S, M and L, XL and double XL. Okay, so like this I am giving this com box, so he will be going to choose one among this. Okay, so if he want to select this, okay, if he want to select this, I am going with this button. So in this buttons we will be going to have the check box. Okay, so he can choose this whatever if he needs this sheds. Okay, like checkbox is like select. Okay, so if he want to select, he can select. Okay, so like this, Okay, so like this we can create like pints, shirts, like that. Okay, so the same thing I am using this copy and I'm pasting it here. So this will be pints. Okay, so the same num stepper I am using, okay, for pints also. The same sizes also I am using for pints, and same select, you can select. Okay, so the shirts pints are came, and now he can choose about the shoes. Okay, so here I am selecting these shoes. Okay, so what kind of shoes he required, he can select the shoes. Okay, and here you can select the sizes. Okay, you can select the sizes also. So here I want to change these sizes, because in shoes there will be like 32 like number, right? 32, 33, 34, like that, 42, 34. Okay, so I have given the size of this numbers. Okay, he can select whatever he required. Okay, so after that selecting, he can give as add to cart. So I'm giving add to cart option to him. Okay, so he can use this add to cart button. Okay, so he can use this add to cart button. So after selecting what he requires. Okay, and now I am duplicating this page. First of all, I will rename this page as products page. Okay, now we will be going to duplicate, and here I have selected only the sheds. Okay, so I am removing all these things. Okay, I'm removing all these things. So I have selected only this shirts. I'm placing it here. Okay, so I've selected the quantity of the shirts is 5. Okay, I want to order the 5 shirts, so I can choose whatever the size I want to choose. So I have chosen the S size. Okay, so I'm removing all the sizes, or else like L size. Okay, so L size I have chosen, and now I can mention this as buy now. Okay, so here this will be considered as a buy now, and then after this he will be going to redirect to the next page. So this will be add to cart page. Okay, so next one I want to duplicate this, but here I will be going to remove all these things. So because I will be going to prepare the payment page. The next thing is when he click on this, so he will be going to get the payment page. So in that payment page, he need to choose like the options like, so we will be going to give UPI, and this will be cards, and this will be going to be COD. Okay, we are giving this options to the user. So this will be going to be considered as payment page. So I'm using the text. Okay, this some text here. This will be payment page. Okay, so I will be going to resize this as 16. So here I'm giving this option like UPI cards or payment. So he can choose UPI or else card or else COD, whatever it is. And he need to redirect to the next page, right? So I will be going to copy this and I will be going to paste here, and I will be going to mention this as pay, pay button. So he will be going to pay the how much amount it has. Okay, for example, it has like 500, so he will be going to pay that through this UPI cards or else COD. Yeah, you can add. So we are creating a simple mockups. Okay, so you can add whatever you want. Okay, so you can add the vouchers or else whatever it is. So add voucher, so you can use any of this component, and you can see I'm using this component, and I will be going to. So I'm giving this. So it will be going to be okay. So it will be going to be mentioned here when he like drag. Okay, when he drag to this UPI. Okay, so like that it will be going to be mentioned here. So he can choose UPI and he can buy that. Okay, so I will be going to rename, and this will be going to be a payment page. And now I am duplicating this page and I am removing these pages. Sorry, this all the things. Okay, so here he need to after that payment he need to get the order details. So I am mentioning the order details. Okay, so he will be going to get the order details here, and once he got the order details, so he need to go back, right? So I can go with the buttons. Okay, so in this buttons we are having the button called this one, and if we choose back, okay, always I will be going to mention this button here. Okay, so for your understanding purpose I am mentioning this button here. Okay, so I can add some color to this, so this will be a red color. Okay, so he can go back. Okay, so this back means he will be going for the home page. Okay, so like that you can use. Okay, so here if I displayed this to the client, so here there will be a presentation icon. You can see it, right? Full screen presentation. So when I click this presentation, so I will be going to explaining to the Rohit that, okay, Rohit, so here the registration page looks like this, exactly how you required. So name, email, mobile number, password, he will be going to enter, and he will be going to click on the registration button. So when I am clicking the registration button, it should be move forward for the next page like login. But here it is not moving forward. So here in the Balsamiq, we are having one option called we can link to the pages. So for linking to the pages, one you need to click on that button. Okay. Here there is no link, right? So you need to link to the page that is login. So like that, I'm going into the login page. I'm linking to that login page to the next page, products page. After login, you will be going for the products page, and in this add to cart payment page, sorry, add to cart page, and then this buy now will be going to be payment page, and this payment page, this will be the next page. So actually I need to rename this order page. Okay, so here this pay will be going to be order page, and in the pay, this back means he will be going to redirect to the products page. Okay. Yeah, see this Rishikesh. See here, I am creating a normal wireframes, so we don't have much more time, right? So I am creating a normal wireframes to make understand, so you can practice after this session. Okay. So here, when it comes to representation, so when I am representing this, name, email, mobile number, password, and date of birth. So when I click on this register, so it redirects to the login page. See, so here the user will enter his username, password, and he will be going to click on the login button. When he click on the login button, he will be going to see the shirts, pants, shoes, and all those things, and he can select whatever the option, and he can click on the add to cart. So once he click on the add to cart, he will be going to visible whatever the things he have added to the cart, and he can buy now, and he can click on the buy now, and here he will be going to get like add 50 rupees 50 voucher by paying UPI, like that. So he can choose the UPI option or else COD cards and all those things and pay it, and after paying, the order details will be going to be visible for him, and then he can go back to the products page. So like this you will be going to represent. Okay, so this is a normal representation to the user, sorry, to the client, by using this mockups, by using this Balsamiq. Okay, so if you have any queries, you can ask. So if you don't have, then we can go with the Azure RP. Yeah, people. So if doubts are cleared, then we can move forward with the Azure RP. Yeah, like for example, we will be going to present to the client and for making understand to the development team, both the people. Okay, let's go with the Azure. So here, Azure is a tool where we will be going to use for creating the prototype. Okay, as we discussed earlier. So here in the Azure, so in the same way we are having some pages. Okay, and here you can see the canvas. So these are the widgets we will be going to use. So here you can see there are only less widgets when compared to the like Balsamiq. So we are having only less widgets. But when it comes to Azure, so it we can feel the real time experience. Like we will be going to feel the real experience of using that application. Okay, so how I will be going to show you. Okay, first of all, I will be using all these widgets like what are required here. Okay, so now I will be going to, first of all, I will delete these pages. Okay, so now I will be going to choose another name. Okay, so let's go with Bhavna. Yeah, so now we are creating a page for Bhavna. Okay, okay, so I am using this rectangle. So here I can use, like, you can see the properties and style in the left side, right? So here I can choose the style and I can add some colors to it. So these are all the options you can choose. Okay, so like font size, if you are entering anything, you can use the font size. So for now I am using only just colors, right? So I'm using the color. So what color, like which color do you need from your end? Yeah, guys. Okay, we'll go with the blue. Yeah, two people chooses this blue. So see, blue means like I'm choosing this blue only. So I'm not good at this colors. Okay. So blue means this only, right? If I'm wrong, you just correct me. So what kind of color I need to? Okay, fine. Yeah. So now this will be going to be considered as Bhavana's application, right? So this will be Bhavana's app. Okay. So here in this Bhavana app, I will be going to give the same thing like registration, and for that registration, we will be going to have all these things. Okay. So here there will be a huge difference when compared to the like Balsamiq and Azure. So what kind of difference means I will be going to show you. So there we are having the text input boxes, right? So here we can see the text fields. So choose this text fields here. Okay. So here you can write name. Okay. So this is registration page. First of all, I will write it down as register. Okay. Register. So I'm mentioning as register, and here I'm giving the name. Okay. And here this will be email, and next one will be going to be password, and next will be going to be mobile number. Okay, so I'm giving these four options to them, and here we are having two kind of buttons. Okay, so we have decided their button, right? So here also we are having two kind of buttons, and the two kind of buttons is like HTML button where it only uses only this shape only. So we can choose only this shape. When it compares to button shape, we are having the other option button shape. So we can go with the different kind of shapes. Okay. So whatever shape you required, it requires. So you can go with that shape. So for now, I'm using this button shape like this. So here, this will be going to be register. Okay. So the user will enter the name, email, password, mobile number, and he can register to it. Okay. So here you can add some color to this also. So if you want to add color, go to the properties and add some color. Okay. So I'm choosing some color like this color, and for this I'm choosing the red color. So every time button should be in the red. Like mostly I want to I highlight it. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I have done with this registration. So I will be going to duplicate this page. So this page, this will be going to be login. So I'm mentioning this as login, and I'm changing here some login like this. And here this will be considered as username, and I'm removing this, and this will be username and password, and here this register will be going to be converted as login. Okay, so I have done with registration page and login page. Now I want to duplicate this page, and I will be going for this products. Okay, so here also in the same way I am removing this text input boxes. Yeah, sorry. In current industry, which tool using more? See, in current industry, they are using both the things. Okay. So when we are developing any project, okay, from the scratch, at that moment, this prototypes and wireframes will be going to be used. Mockups, prototypes are used. But prototypes, when it comes to the scratch projects only, mostly they will be going to use. Okay. So I will be going to rename this as product page. And here I will be going to mention this as add to cart. Okay. So here also you can place images like this. So I'm placing some image. Okay. So the same pictures, I'm going into the same pictures and I am adding some other image here. So I need to resize it now. I will be going to do it. Okay. So in this way, you can add some images. Yeah, Nandan, wait for climax. Okay. So it will be going to be know about what kind of differences is there. Okay. So for this product, so you can label it like how I have labeled there. Here also you can label it and you can go for the properties and you can choose what kind of size it required. Okay. So here you can choose the size, like I'm choosing H3. So it will be going to be sheds. Okay. So I'm mentioning this as sheds. So here I'm going with some other comp like widgets. Okay. So here we can see other widgets like text area drop list. So there we have used some drop list, right? So here also I want to use this drop list here. So here I'm telling to the customer. So we don't have some space. So we are telling to the customer that he can choose his size. Okay. So I'm M, S, L, XL, XXL. Okay. So I'm choosing the size because it will be going to represent here as size. Okay. So I can choose the color also for this. Okay. So you can choose the color for this also. So he can choose like when we are representing, it will be going to be easier to understand. Okay. So he can choose whatever the size it required. So if we want to select this, okay. So if we want to select this, so I am adding some radio button here. Okay. So I am mentioning that select. Okay. So you can select this. So I want to highlight this text. So I'm highlighting like select. Okay. So the same thing I want to do for the same thing I will be going to do for the pants also. Okay. So I'm selecting all these three and copying and pasting it here. Okay. So I will be going to change as pants. Okay. And this also like select. Yeah. In the same way, I'm going with this. And here I want to change, sorry, copying and pasting. We provide radio button, then it will select either shed or pines, not both. Yeah, we need to select whatever we require, Prasad. Not either shed or pine. So here we are giving for everything. Like for example, see, look into this. So we are giving option to them. Like if he need sheds, he can select the sheds. If he need pines, he can pines. Or also like shoes, he can choose the shoes. Okay. So here the sizes I will be going to change this. So first of all, I will be going to lit, and here I am mentioning 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 38, like that. Okay, and the size will be going to be remain as it is. Okay, so if he needs anything, he will be going to choose it. Okay, so here the products will be going to be displayed to him, and he can add to the cart after that. Okay, so in the same way, I'm duplicating the page and I'm creating an add to cart page. Add to cart page. So here I'm removing this all the things because I have selected only shirts here. Okay, so I'm removing the things whatever it doesn't require. So this is like I'm mentioning it as add to cart pay, sorry, buy now. Okay, and here the next thing will be going to be payment page. So in this payment page, I'm removing this things. Okay, and this will be considered as payment page. Okay, so here I am renaming this also as payment page. Okay, so now what I need to do, so I'm using this checkboxes, 3 checkboxes. One is like UPI. Okay, the other one will be going to be cards, and other one is COD. So I'm renaming COD. This will be UPI, and this will be cards. Okay, or else you can choose this box also. Like for example, if he selected UPI, so he can go with drop list. So what kind of, in the place of UPI he can select debit card or else credit card, or else like drop list like cards, credit, or debit. Okay, so the cards will be going to be mentioned like this, and add many. So UPI we are having PhonePe, Paytm, Google Pay, like GPay, and whatever the pays are, Amazon, like that we are having. So you can choose whatever it required. So I'm coloring as red for this, and here I am giving this option as pay. Okay, so now after payment, what he will need to get is he need to get the order details. So for getting all the order details, so I am using one text area. So here in this text area, he will be going to get order details. Okay, so this text area I will be going to color red, and I will be going to choose, and here the size also I will be going to increase as 20. Okay, and how it will be going to be displayed in the middle or whatever it is, so you can mention as per that. Okay, so like this order details will be going to be, and here I want to go back, so for that I will be going to mention as go back. Okay, so it will be going to be redirect to the page, right? So here also we have the option to what we can say, to represent. So for that representation, we like there we have linked to the pages, right? So here also we can link to the next pages. So for linking that pages, please listen carefully. So here you can see select this button, and after selecting this button, here you can see the create link. So once you click on this create link, it will be going to show what kind of page it should be linked to. So I am choosing this login. Okay, so like that, go to the login page. In the same way, create link, product, and in the product, add to cart. and create link, add to cart page. And in the add to cart page, in the same way, payment page. And in the payment page, in the same way, you can create order page. In this order page, go back. So this will be going to the product page. Okay. So now I will be going to represent. Okay. So here, what is the difference means? So when we are previewing it, okay. So now I am representing. So here we can enter our name. See, like this, we can enter our name. And the password also we can enter. Okay. And here also in the mobile number, we can enter the mobile number. And then we can go for the register. And here also in the username, we can enter the name and the password. Okay. We are removing this and we are entering the password and going for the next page. And here you can select the size, whatever the size you required. You can select the sizes and select this option like this. So it will be going to represent like this. So you can select and add to the next. So when you have added to the next page, you can select whatever the size it required and buy now. So here also in the cards also either debit card or else credit card. Here also phone pay or Paytm. Or else if you want, you can click on the COD. Or else no needed and pay. So then you will be going to get the order details. Okay. So what difference means here we are showing some interactions. So it feels like real app they are using. Okay. So every time I'm removing this name and email and all those things, right? So I don't want to do like that. Okay. So I don't want to do like that. So directly I need to enter. So for that, okay. So here I will go with the login page. Here you can see this page, right? Username. So I'm removing this username and the password here. Okay. And here in the properties, so select the text input box. Here, what kind of text, what type of text you are entering. For example, here you will be going to enter the text. So select the text and into text should be username. And here in the password also, the type should be password and enter, okay, password as a into text. So when we are previewing this, okay, when we are previewing this, so here I am not removing, directly I am entering, okay, Gangoni and password also here I am entering. So when I entered in the registration page, the password is like visible, right? Here, when I am entering the password, it is visible. But here you can see it is not visible. Why it is not visible? Because here we have mentioned an int text and type is password. So that's the reason when we are previewing it. So when we are entering the password, so it is not visible. And when we are clicking on this, it will be going to be visible. Okay. So here I am entering something else. Okay. I'm entering the password and I'm entering this. And if I click on the login button, it is redirecting to the next page. So I don't want to do like that. I want to give some condition. So this page is Bhavna's page. So when I am entering Vishnu, so it will be going forward for the next page. No, I don't want like that. So when I am entering Bhavna and the password is also Bhavna, then only the page should be redirect to the next page. So for that, what should I do means, first of all, here in the text field name, you need to enter this as username. Okay, select the text input box and text field name username, and here also in the same way password and the text field name as password. Okay, so now you need to give the condition. So for what you need to give the condition means, So for this login page, so when we are clicking on the login page only, right, the next page it redirects. So for this login button, so here what we will be going to do means we will give some condition. So that condition how you need to give means, so here you can see, okay, this case you can see, right? So double click on this case and here you can see text on widgets, select the text on widgets in that way only. And this is there, right? So choose this username, okay? And it equals to the value Bhavna, okay? And the next one, so the password also should be like, it should equals to Bhavna at the rate 1 2 2 3 4. Okay, so this password and this username we have given. Okay, now let's check. Okay, so now I want to preview this. Okay, so now I want to preview, so I am entering Bhavna and here this password also Bhavna at the rate 1 2 3 4. Okay, so I entered Bhavna at the rate 1 2 3 4. Okay, for now I will enter 5 also and I will be going to click this login button. So it is redirected to the next page. No, right? So now what I do means I will refresh this page. The same way I will enter the Bhavna and here also Bhavna at the rate 1 2 3 4. Okay, so Bhavna at the rate 1 2 3 4. Now when I click on this, it redirect to the next page. Why it redirects? Because the condition which we have given it accepted. So that's the reason. So this kind of condition validations we can show by using the Azure. That is what the difference. Okay, so in this, after that you can add to the cart and you can buy now. And here you can go for the payment page and you can choose whatever the option it required. And if you don't, if you have suddenly have chosen COD, so if you don't want to choose, you like you can click on the same button. Okay, so that's the reason we can choose this radio checkbox button, sorry. Okay, so here the pay button you can click on that and it will be going to redirect. So here what I want to do means, so every time like suddenly I'm clicking on this pay button, it redirected, but I want to choose COD. So at that moment, so it will be going to be difficult for me, right? So when the mouse over comes on this, then only the red color should be appeared. Okay, so for that also we can do in this Azure. How we can do means, so I will be going forward for the payment page. So in this payment page, so first of all I will remove this red color. Okay, I will select white color here. Okay, so now I will be going to give the mouse over condition. So here you can see the properties mouse over and here you can see this fill color. Okay, so when we are the mouse is going onto the button, then only the red color will be going to appear. Okay, so I'm choosing the red color and here you can see some styles also. So outer shadow, if you mention this outer shadow or else inner shadow, so this shadow will be going to be looks like dynamic, the button will be going to be dynamic. Okay, so here now I will be going to run this. So when I am running this, so when I the mouse entered to this, then only the red color appeared, right? So when the mouse entered to that button, the button is highlighted over there. When I have removed that, the mouse is like over on that button, so it got highlighted. When I removed, so it is not highlighted. So like that we can give some options to it. Okay, so this is how what the difference between the Azure and the Balsamiq. Okay,